Welcome inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena as we welcome in the 8-11 Guilford Tech Titans matching up with the 8-8 Louisburg Hurricanes. Petey Norris, Craig Green, part of the Louisburg Sports Network, welcoming you inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Welcome in, family, friends, and basketball fans.
And back for game 2 of our doubleheader here. And it's not the Cleveland Yetis on the floor taking on Louisburg. This time it's the Titans representing Guilford Tech, who are coming in looking to get the season sweep over the Hurricanes. First game, Petey, the Hurricanes fell on the road at the Ragsdale YMCA in Jamestown by a score of 92 to 89. Close game throughout. Ended up being free throws at the end, but can Coach Bagwell and his team get the season split here today?
You know, Coach Bagwell and the Louisburg Hurricanes coming in looking to get the win today as a matchup with the Guilford Tech Titans. You know, yeah, it was the free throws in the last game that cost the Hurricanes that game, but this is not the same team that played Guilford Tech back in Jamestown.
No, not at all. This is a Hurricanes team that has really started to find their legs and started to play better basketball as the season has moved on. This is a Louisburg team that sits in the top 4 of Region 10 right now, in 4th place, about a game and a half or so ahead of Guilford Tech, despite losing to them earlier in the season. So, you know, today, what I'm looking to see from the Hurricanes, Petey, is can they crash the boards a little harder? Can they, because right now they're being out rebounded by opponents by almost 3 rebounds a game. Can they flop that around, play some clean basketball, play some efficient basketball?
You know, and that's going to be the tale of that, Craig. And clean basketball, great basketball, and we're going to see what RJ Bridges has in store for this game. If he's going to be able to handle the pressure at home with a nice crowd. This is the first time that the Hurricanes have had this kind of crowd here this season.
And you mentioned RJ Bridges. I'm looking forward to the matchup between RJ Bridges and Deuce Ford of the Titans. That's going to be the marquee matchup I'm going to pay attention to today. Of course, RJ Bridges averaging 22 points a game. Deuce Ford averaging just under 21 points a game. And both these guys are 2 of the most talented players in the region, 2 of the most talented players in NJCAA.
All right. Going to go to the starting lineups. Send it to the PA announcer as soon as he gets lined up. Waiting for the clock to go down. To the horn, and there is the horn for the game, and now we'll send it to the PA announcer.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Roger Taylor Arena on the campus of Louisburg College this Saturday afternoon for men's basketball between the visiting Titans of Guilford Tech and your Louisburg Hurricanes. Let's meet the starters. First for Guilford Tech. Number 2, Deshaun Ross. Number 3, Deuce Ford. At guard, number 11, Caitlin Marsh. At forward, Jordan Weaver, number 15. Number 23, Marcus Robertson. The Titans are coached by Kirk Chandler and assisted by Tyler Cook and Bill Yeaman.
There aren't any bigs on that team.
Now let's meet the starters for your Louisburg College Hurricanes. Starting guard at 6 foot, sophomore from Sanford, North Carolina, number 0, Malachi McLean. Starting at guard at 6'2", from Charlotte, number 1, Braden Smith. At forward, 6'7", from Fayetteville, North Carolina, number 24, Nehemiah McDonald. At forward, 6'8", from Durham, number 11, Xander Booker. And 6'4" guard from Durham, number 15, RJ Bridges.
All right, we take a look at the starters for Guilford Tech. Deshaun Ross, Deuce Ford, Kalen Marsh, Jordan Weaver, and Marcus Robinson for the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes are going to start Malachi McLean, Braden Smith, Xander Booker, Nehemiah McDonald, and the catalyst for it all, RJ Bridges, 6'4", out of the Bull City and Jordan High School.
Guilford Tech comes out in their away greens, white tights across the chest, white numbers, Louisburg. Home whites, royal blue, Louisburg across their chest with blue numbers. About to get underway as Booker will be jumping up against Jordan Weaver. Who has the best hops? We'll find out in about 3 seconds. Booker and Weaver at midcourt. Ball is up and we are underway, and they'll recall a jump ball.
As we say in pickup basketball, a do-over.
And right there, Louisburg gets the first stab on offense.
Officials for today's second half of the doubleheader, Jeffrey Pritchard Jr., John Mole, and Chris Riddle.
Braden Smith with a little one-handed layup off the right side. It's 2-0. So Titans, Marsh hands it off, and 15-foot runner by Ford, and nobody underneath but Booker with that kind of hops to get the rebound. Malachi McLean misses, but right there, Bridges, Nehemiah McDonald.
McDonald got the putback, early 4-0 lead for the Hurricanes.
You can expect the Hurricanes to come out and definitely put some effort in to trying to open this game up, as they don't want nothing close like it was in Jamestown, and it's 6-0. Just like that.
They're taking it to him early and often. Braden Smith now calls his own number, gets on the board.
Ford with a 15-footer to make it 6-2. Nehemiah McDonald driving and contested by Weaver. And he'll shoot 2 as Weaver for the first foul. As Coach Kurt Chandler for Guilford Tech is asking for some explanation.
Yeah, I think he thought that Jordan Weaver got his hand on the ball.
First free throw by Nehemiah was too hard off the back of the iron. Second one's nothing but net. Seven to 2, biggest lead so far, 6. It was 6-0. Titans. Marsh tries to hand it off the Ford, but stops and pops from top of the key. And McDonald to McLean, and McLean misses as Deuce Ford hands it off to Ross. Ross trying to, right at the eye level, McLean. Ross drives, nearly has a strip from behind, but coming down with the rebound is Bridges. No one moving on the baseline as Bridges tips his first 3 and misses. But right there to put back Booker.
Good job by Xander Booker to follow that shot. Offensive rebound, and was able to score. Look at RJ now.
And answer back just like that, up by up by 9, forces the Titans to call a timeout. We're going to take it right with them. 11-2 to start the game for the Louisburg Hurricanes.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. 11-2, Guilford Tech trails the Louisburg Hurricanes. 17:23 on the clock, and the Titans with the ball out of the timeout.
It's been an early barrage by the Hurricanes. I mean, they just come out like gangbusters here and just jumping out all over Guilford Tech.
Guilford Tech as Robinson cross courts it over to Ross, and Ross driving nice behind the back pass, but too much English for Weaver.
How did Jordan Weaver miss that layup?
He put some Spanish on it.
No. He just was, he was right there point blank in front of the rim and just could not finish.
3 minutes, nice cut by Nehemiah McDonald for 2.
Tell you what, there's that foul again, this time on Weaver. That's foul number 2, but Brian Bagwell is a happy man. He is getting what he wants right now. They are executing at a high clip, and they are really, really jumped out all over the Titans here in the first 3+ minutes. Can they sustain it? That's the question.
14-2, and Titans all alone. Ford for 3, no. Nehemiah McDonald with the rebound. That 3, he's left all alone, and that's McLean, and McLean forces a timeout. We're going to stay right here, Craig. 17-2. 15-point lead, just 3:39 off the clock.
Kurt Chandler, the head coach and athletic director for the Titans, he had to burn a timeout there because this is not what they envisioned, getting on the bus here coming down from Guilford Tech. It's just been all Hurricanes early and often, and, they're executing at a high clip right now.
He burns 2 timeouts in the first 3 minutes and 39 seconds, Craig. That is not something that, Coach Kurt Chandler is used to doing. You need those timeouts coming later in the half, but if you burn them, you're definitely in trouble. And this reminds me of last night's, college game, the way Michigan fell down to Purdue early, and all they did was chasing. Michigan burned all their timeouts in the first half in the first 10 minutes.
As a coach, you can only say but so many things. You can manage the game so many different ways by calling timeouts and trying to slow the game down. But really, it's up to the players to do what they do when they get on the floor. You can only say but so much, but they ultimately control what happens out there. So, if it's going to be that way for Coach Chandler here, burning timeouts to get the attention of his team, so be it. But they're going to have to find a way to execute and find themselves out of this hole here. It's 17-2. My goodness.
Ross driving, kicking it to Marsh. Marsh around the screen, in the paint. No, and coming down with the rebound, Braden Smith. Smith hands it off to Bridges. Bridges to McDonald. No one cutting him on the baseline, is straight to the... And I tell you, Malachi McLean with the easy runner.
There's a beautiful floater in the paint by McLean, and, McLean, Bridges, and Braden Smith all playing very well here to start.
As Rivers will check in for the next dead ball. Ross holds it out top of the key by the logo, goes goes opposite of the screen, splits the defenders, and turns it over.
They're going to say it was deflected off of a Hurricane there as Braden Smith defending.
Chambers will get some run in the first half also.
6 on the shot clock for Guilford Tech.
15:31 on the clock, 6 on the shot clock. They'll get it into Ford. Ford, baseline contested by Booker, and he misses a shot. 19-2.
McLean was draped all over Ford.
That one drops it off, high post. Booker. McLean steps back, 3, no. Chambers with the rebound. Chambers puts it on the floor. Gets some separation and couldn't connect. It's a great defense by the Titans. Intercepted by McLean.
Yeah, McLean stepped in the passing lane, but I think he stepped out of bounds. Now officials talking it over. By my count, I believe it's only the first turnover by the Hurricanes. First 5 minutes. And it is going to be Guilford Tech's basketball. First 5 minutes, all Louisburg Hurricanes.
It's Hurricanes' first turnover right there, but it's really hard to say if he even had possession of the ball on an interception. Ford rifles one over to Robinson, and Robinson couldn't connect on the 3. Louisburg 2 on 3 and doesn't connect, and he is fouled. We'll take a look at that play as he's coming down the court. Nice feed, but you simply see the foul right there.
Jeter was backpedaling, didn't have his feet underneath him, and he'll pick up the foul. And R.J. Bridges with some fresh cornrows in. I didn't recognize him at first. Got the fresh new do, knocks down the first free throw.
19-2. Make it at 20. (20-2), 18-point lead.
Tell you what, if you're watching this game around Region 10, you see the score right now, you're probably looking and asking yourself, what in the world is going on?
Cole to the corner for a 3 for Rogers. And that's the second bucket in the first 5 minutes for the Titans.
And Nikel Rogers gets a basket back for the Titans as Malachi McLean slices, dices, and finds his way to the bucket. Makes it 23-5.
Got our first media timeout, 23-5.
(23 to 5).
With 14-13 left, Craig, the score tells it all.
Absolutely. We're not even 6 minutes into this game, and the Hurricanes are already a quarter of the way to 100 points. They average on the season right at 84.4. They're giving up about 86, 87 a game. But right now, it feels like they're on pace to score at least. I don't know if they can keep up this pace for the entire game. They can get 180 points, but it's been a really well-oiled machine to start off with by Brian Bagwell and his team.
23-5. Out of the media timeout, 14-12 left. PD Doors, Craig Green here. Louisburg Hurricanes Sports Network. As Gunthrop will bring it up for the Titans. Cole on the top of the key, swings it right side to Cade. No one moving on the baseline as Cole cut baseline, and the pass couldn't get to him. Back Gunthrop wanted to take that baseline, but great defense for Cade. And Cade nearly turns it over to Cole. 4 on the shot clock, steps sideways on the 3, and Rogers for a second straight 3.
Nikel Rogers 2 straight for him. He only averages 6 points a game, and he's already hit that right now.
No one moving for Louisburg off the ball. We'll move the ball around the perimeter. High post is Chambers, but he'll go to Cogdale on the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges for 3, too hard, and Chambers with the rebound. Back out for another attempt. Fighting down low, and
Didn't really like the second attempt. I liked the first one more than the second. I felt like the second shot was rushed. Deflected, no backcourt.
oh, Bridges intercepted a pass and takes it home.
R.J. Bridges. Again, that's the second time he's stolen the ball, taking it into the open court, and finished.
25-8. Great defense by the Hurricanes. Nice crowd here watching this phenomenal game, the Titans and the Hurricanes. 4 on the shot clock. Drives, able to get the shot off, but coming down with the rebound, Booker.
Okay, Gunther, nice moves, got through the defenders, just couldn't finish.
Hurricanes looking to slow it down, 12:05 left. Not a lot of whistles blowing here. The officials are letting them play. No one moving on the baseline as right side fell it, and that was Rivers, Velen Rivers for 3.
Hadn't got a whole lot of action this season, Velen Rivers, but when he does, he tries to make the most of it. He's a 57% three-point shooter.
20-point lead. Cade's baseline was cut off, and he'll take it back out with 16 on the shot clock. And we got a whistle. So Nehemiah McDonald along with Velchik will check in, and a foul on Rivers.
And Rivers called for the foul. Assistant coach Ray Hartsfield wanted to travel, but didn't get it.
All right, we're going to take a timeout with them. 20-point lead. Titans are in trouble as they've got hit by a hurricane. You're listening to Hurricanes Sports Network.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to...
Welcome back. 11:32 left, 28-8. It's been all Hurricanes since they made landfall today.
I mean, early and often, it was, just a barrage from the beginning. The Titans, they just came out very, very slow and uninspired. And, I mean, Louisburg took it right to them. I mean, it was 11-2 at one point. Matter of fact, I think it was 19-2 at one point.
And Nehemiah McDonald picking up the foul on the block on the baseline as he's trying to cut off. So Velen Rivers will have a seat as Malachi McLean will check in.
Vukvedic in the game as well for Louisburg.
Gunther it slid, but they didn't call him for the travel.
Zane Cogdell in the game too.
McDonald hands it off to Cogdale, back to. Had a nice look for McDonald and couldn't connect. In the corner. The Titans with offensive board.
Yeah, Louisburg players weren't in position to take the rebound. There's a foul call on McDonald.
It's McDonald's second. as Chambers will come in.
So Chambers in, and McDonald will sit. Also in the game, Isaiah Littlejohn.
Guilford Tech waiting for the best opportunity to get a wide open three, and right there is Rogers' third three. Remember, he averages just 6 points. He's got 9 tonight. It's 28-11.
And 9 of the 11 for the Titans, who again just super slow, uninspired basketball. Really nothing on the offensive end for them.
Louisburg needs to start playing the basketball that got him this 20-point lead. As they're slowly letting them chop back in as Mike McCade picks up his first bucket to a 15-point lead now.
Still in a good spot, but you don't like the trend that's happening right now. Right now we're just seeing Hurricanes jacking up shots here as McLean misses another three.
Belichick steps out on defense, leaves his big man down all alone. Cole for three, no, and no, the only Titan player down low, Mike Cade, gets the rebound and swarmed by the Hurricanes.
I think the energy level could be getting a little low for the Hurricanes, to be honest with you. I mean, because the Titans are beating them to loose balls right now. They're kind of just standing still.
Inside of 9 minutes to go here in the first half, and Titans trying to track back the 20-point deficit.
Gunthorpe misses that jumper. Lots of contact. Not a call there as Cogdell was kind of chopped out of midair. Said that's a turnover?
Turnover to Louisburg.
Yeah, Coach Bagwell wants an explanation. How did no one from Guilford Tech touch the basketball, much less his player?
8:54 left. Titans. One basket at a time trying to track down the 20-point deficit it once was.
Don't let Deuce Ford get in the game.
Ford back out. Cade. Want to get separation on McLean. Backs down McLean at the free throw line. Cole. No one's moving for the Titans, and they got a shot clock violation.
Yeah, Ford banked it in about a second and a half after the shot clock. Javier Lineberger coming in now to replace Littlejohn. Coach Bagwell wants more movement off the ball.
(28-13), 8:05 left. 3 straight trips, no offensive boards. Offensive points for the Hurricanes and make it 6. Gunthorpe. Rogers for his 4th three, and it's nothing but nylon. 12 of the team's 15 belong to that man right there.
He is heating up and trying his best to shoot Guilford Tech back into this basketball game.
Nice move, straight up for Braden Smith. And that's how we started with Braden Smith to begin with. It's a 15-point lead.
R.J. Bridges at the table waiting for his turn. Another three-pointer by Rogers.
15 of the team's 19. It's 11-point lead. And an air ball, and putting it back up on a reverse layup was Lineberger, but he misses the complete basket. Interception.
That's Braden Smith in the passing lane.
Weinberger will not miss that one as he went up right off the backboard.
Also another guy with look like a new haircut there. Javier Lineberger. You go to the Louisburg page, he's got two-tone long hair. Now he's got a very short haircut.
32-19, 6:16 left.
That one this time.
Got a timeout, 6:11 left, media timeout. We're going to take it right with them. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has my mind.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Once was a 20-point lead, tracked all the way down to just to 13 now. 32-19, Louisburg Hurricanes over the Guilford Tech Titans.
Titans fighting their way back in this game. A lot of it has to do with the shooting. But Nikel Rogers, who has come out like gangbusters here, knocking down triple after triple.
Forward to Ross on the inbound and misses the layup. Contested at the rim by Booker, but the Titans get it back. One bucket at a time, Craig. They've tracked this almost nearly all the way down, 32-21.
And that's Deuce Ford's first bucket of this contest.
Bridges.
Ball must have hit Bridges out of bounds, but again, two Guilford players there now. Okay, looks like the call has been reversed here. Chris Riddle, the official, coming in from the baseline, from the sideline that is, and changing the call. 14 on the shot clock for Louisburg.
Booker feeds Bridges, and Bridges a kiss off the window for his.
And that was Bridges against Ford that time, and Bridges posted up Ford, was able to turn around, get the little kiss off the glass.
Better step out on Rogers, but who answers back was Marsh.
The
10-point lead.
The three-point shooting for the Titans has brought them back in this game. They shoot 35% as a team from three-point range.
3 buckets, we can have this game back up, but 3 long buckets, and it's Guilford Tech's ball.
Turnover off the foot of Bridges.
Titans Ross trying to go around a double screen, and Rogers misses his second 3 today. He's 4 for 6. Weinberger should have kept going to the cup, but he turns it over by a travel.
Slid his foot and traveled. Checking the bottom of his shoes to see if they're a little slippery. You know, with such a huge lead early on, starting to feel a little nervous if you're a Louisburg fan. I mean, it was 19-2. I mean, you're up by 10, but it doesn't feel comfortable.
Not with the momentum as Ford drives, draws the foul, and one. We'll take a look at that one as Ford.
I mean, you're up by 10, but it doesn't feel comfortable.
Not with the momentum as steps back. Ford drives, draws the foul, and one. I tell you.
Xander Booker was guarding against Ford that time and just made contact with the shooter on the way up. Knocked him to the floor, and now Ford with a chance
to make it a three-point play. And doesn't make it a three-point play, but at least gets two.
You can hear the play being called out here by Coach Bagwell.
Great defense by the Titans. Kalon Marsh. A 5 on the shot clock, and we got a turnover.
Bridges stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Just sloppy turnover right there. I believe this is our under 4.
3:35 left, got a full timeout. Craig, 8-point lead. Like you said, you know, we're up by 20. You know, and now it's an 8-point lead. What is Coach Bagwell? You know, we know what Coach Kurt Chandler's doing over there. You know, he you know, like we've always referred to, we've been in this industry for a while, Craig. You can't, there's not a 20-point bucket out there.
Not at all, but what they've done is they've just chipped away and they've just got bucket after bucket. And let's call a spade here. They've got a little lucky from knocking down 6 3-pointers here in the first half. I mean, 18 of their 26 has come from beyond the arc. You know, half those shots aren't falling. We're still looking at a 20-plus point lead for the Hurricanes. But they're not helping themselves either. They're turning the ball over. They're not making their shots. And they're letting the Titans come back.
You know, just like you said, Craig, I mean, but see, the ball's not falling from deep for us.
It isn't. And that's when you have to go back to basics. Take it to the rim like you've been doing early on. That's how they built that 19-2 lead in the first
exactly.
place. I mean, just going to the bucket. I mean, I'm looking here, PD, and they've only knocked down 2 3-pointers, one by McLean, one by Rivers. So there's nothing out there that indicates to me in the flow of your game in the first half that the 3-ball is the place you need to be. I think if you're the Hurricanes, you got to get back to basics, get closer to the basket, take high percentage shots.
34-26 on the Style Street Barber scoreboard. Guilford Tech trails by 8 with 3:35 left. Guilford Tech, Ross will bring it up with Rivers, beating him at the timeline. High screen by Ford. Ford goes and gets the ball.
One thing they are doing is they're guarding Ford very, very tightly. Every time he touches the ball, there is a Hurricane all over him. This time, it's Booker.
Ford drops his shoulder, hands it off to Marsh. Marsh all alone for 3 and makes a pay.
McLean got caught off his feet. 7th 3-pointer in the first half for Guilford Tech.
21 in the team's 29. 2:50 left. That's got to be a hold on Ross. Dropping the elbow, Booker couldn't connect.
How there wasn't a foul this time, to be quite honest with you, a foul on Deshaun Ross.
As he grabbed the waist of McLean from behind.
And Rivers, this time too much contact. He'll be called for the foul. That's his second.
2:29 left, 5-point game as Robertson is at a table to check in for Guilford Tech. That's Kalon Marsh, the 6'1 sophomore from Monroe, North Carolina. Makes the first. Played at Sun Valley High School out in Monroe. Here the The chanting and the bleachers smacking by the cheerleaders. You know, this crowd, you know, it's quiet as a Morgan here right now on the Louisburg side. Guilford Tech's got a nice little crowd traveling in for Jamestown as Booker gets the first bucket in the last 3.5 minutes.
They needed that one badly to push the lead back to double digits. To 2 possessions. And yeah, of course, the crowd's a little nervous here because, again, a 19-2 lead has been walked down to just 5.
Inside of 2 minutes, Booker squirting across the baseline, and you know, thought he was some Vince Carter going to take off and, you know, land his jet right up there on the rim. 36-31. Say it's on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, the officials are letting them play out here. I mean, it's been one quick 18-10.
It's also been a fairly quick first half as well.
Clock didn't start. Put a shot clock at 24 seconds, 1:50 on the game clock.
Plenty of time to find your shot here.
Clock didn't move at all. 36-31. Rivers lobs it up for Booker. Booker to Bridget. We got a push from behind. Might give it to Mike Cade.
And that's who draws the unlucky number. That's his second foul. 2 straight. And, you know, truth be told, that pass was still a little too high. I think the foul call almost bailed out a turnover there because that ball was going to be stolen away, but Cade with the push from behind.
Rivers looking for, needs to get the ball inbound and barely does before the 5-second count.
Yeah, I think he was looking for more movement from his teammates.
Rivers on the right wing, waiting for someone to pop out, and another hold by Mike Cade.
Having a hard time with R.J. Bridges.
You know, it's just like, you know, I'm sure their game plan was stop Bridges. Our game plan was stop Deuce Ford. You know, and that's, I mean, you can't stop him. I mean, you're going to get beat every time.
I mean, Deuce Ford's a guy that I don't know if you can really stop him per se.
Exactly.
You know, it's more of just not letting his supporting cast grow into the ball game and be inspired by his play.
But right now, it seems like everybody for Guilford Tech's just rolling off of the Rogers threes.
Not a good shot by Bridges, and then a ill-advised foul in the backwash. Just got to go down and play defense that time. He tried to steal the ball away and end up holding on to Ford.
With 1:27 left, 36-31. Nice pass for Ford and a 3. And that's Marsh's second 3.
And just in here in the last 10 minutes alone, he's got 11 points. And what was once a 20-point lead is now down to 2.
And here comes Guilford Tech's chance to take the lead on a 3. Or they'll tie it. 3, nice look, and 40 seconds left. Bridges, and we got a whistle.
Foul call. And they're going to give it to Ford. So 1-1 now coming up for R.J. Bridges. So, and Bridges a 83% free throw shooter. Right now sitting on 8 points, looking for number 9 and number 10.
First shot. was good for Bridges. Back to a 3-point lead.
Here comes Rogers back in the game. He of the 5 3-pointers.
Thirty-eight, 34, 30 seconds left.
Got the call coming from the baseline by Chris Riddle. I heard him say green ball. Not a moving screen that time, just incidental contact. That's got to be an offensive foul. You could see it from here, Petey. I saw it right from this sitting here. Kalen Marsh pushed off, trying to clear space for himself, getting to the basket.
"17 seconds left, 17.8 exact.
This can and should be the final shot of the first half.
Bridges with 9 on the clock. McLean up over his defender, and that will take us to the halftime. 38-34 will return with stats, facts, and figures of the first half after word from our sponsors. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live streaming. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Norris, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in a year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsboro, Durham, and Mebane play there. And they have that great gift shop where you can buy those pink balls you like to play with. You can get your head right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro, located on Lawrence Road in Hillsboro. Call 919-732-3435.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to
Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena on the campus of Louisburg College. PD Norris, Craig Green here as the halftime festivities are over and we're about to get underway here. First half, Craig, it was tale of two halves in the first half. You know, Louisburg jumped out to a 28-8 run, and then Louisburg finished the last 11 minutes and 32 seconds on a 22-10 run.
Yeah, not the way you wanted to finish the half, but you did go into the locker room with the lead, so that's the ultimate factor. But really, you let guys like Nikel Rogers grow into the game. 15 points the first half, and then also Kalen Marsh with 11 points. Those are the guys who are really doing it here for Guilford. But then on the other side, PD, R.J. Bridges with 10, Malachi McLean with 7, Braden Smith with 6, and also Nehemiah McDonald with 6. Spread out all over the place for the Hurricanes, but again, not the first half they were hoping to have. I mean, a little bit more of a disappointing end to the half. The first 5 minutes were awesome.
Yes, it was. The first 5 minutes, like you said, Craig, was perfect, the way we want it to be, and that's how we expect to end this one right here. Second half's about to get underway. We're going to take one commercial break and be right back here inside Louisburg Sports Network. Welcome back here inside Louisburg Sports Network. PD Norris, Craig Green here. Second half underway with Guilford Tech with the ball.
Yeah, in this second half, Guilford Tech, you know, for them, they're going to want to try to continue that hot shooting. And they knocked down 7 3-pointers in the first half. It's really what led them to get back into this game. And wasn't even Deuce Ford even doing it.
There's Deuce Ford with the elbow shot, and he starts it off for Guilford Tech.
Yeah, Ford only had 4 points in the first half.
And Nehemiah McDonald trying to put it back and misses on the other opportunity.
He was going for a Region 10 Plays of the Week right there, tried to jam it back home on the rebound.
See, Coach Bagwell's coming out with a little bit more poise here in the second half like he did in the opening minutes. It's 19:06 left. 1 bucket so far, and that belongs to Deuce Ford for Guilford Tech. 38-36.
Will the Hurricanes have energy here? Will they play with energy throughout this final 20 minutes? I think they lost some energy, and that's why they were relegated to shooting jump shots for a good remainder of the final 10 minutes.
Booker's elbow shots, air ball, and saved, and Nehemiah McDonald just beats the shot clock.
And no replay in Region 10 to determine if he didn't, but the rebound and putback is good for McDonald. Johnny on the spot, right place, right time.
Ford going around the screen by Ross, and Booker picks it up and misses. And I tell you, if it wasn't for Malachi McLean right there, I'm not sure if that would have made Coach Bagwell have a heart attack on the sideline. Two-handed slam at the other end by Jordan Weaver.
And Weaver, first points of the game for Jordan Weaver. He's on the board.
Had plenty of opportunities in the first half as Braden's shot is blocked.
And that was Weaver with the block from behind. So again, you know, we talk about energy. Weaver, he's on the board with it.
Had plenty of opportunities in the first half. Look at a replay and the clean block and his shot right out of bounds.
And that was Weaver with the block from behind.
Going, great block as Braden Smith had the room to the cup.
He sometimes avoided the foul, even though he went over the back of the defender from behind. It's good defense by Weaver, good body control.
Come out to Booker.
15 on the shot clock, didn't even get a full 30.
Eight on the shot clock. McLean penetrates 15-footer too hard off the iron, coming right in the hands of Jordan Weaver.
Got a good look too. Matchup zone here by the Louisburg Hurricanes.
Malachi McLean could have had a steal. And
tight defense by Smith on Deuce Ford, but a little too much contact with the push, and he'll be called for his first foul.
Deuce Ford gets the inbound. Looking for someone to move off the ball. No one moving as Deuce Ford trying to back down his man from way out, and Booker taking it over the head of Nehemiah McDonald with the putback was Jordan Weaver, but answering was Deuce Ford for two.
Too many chances offensively. Now it's just a one-possession game. You've got to box out better. You've got to execute better at the rim as well. Again, Hurricanes missing some easy shots. And right there, a pass out of bounds, just too much touch on it. Both players in sync, but the pass just wasn't there, and now you find yourself at risk of this game being leveled or falling behind.
42-40, 16:33 left. We'll say it had to be a travel or a double dribble or something.
And it was granted. Third turnover of the second half. And we're only 3.5 minutes in.
42-40 with a chance to extend the lead. Dribbles right off his leg, Booker. Thank you for Booker. Bridges trying to get the separation. Loses the defender. And nice spin around jump shot for Bridges.
Got the soft roll, the friendly bounce into the bucket.
But the biggest key was shook off his defenders as Robinson continued to go straight to the cup on defense. And here come the Titans.
That time it was Deshaun Ross.
Step back, Booker for three, no. And McDonald with the rebound, dribbles off his knees, stays with it, and it's Titans ball. And we got our first media timeout of the second half. 2-point game, Louisburg. But Craig, halftime 38-34. Right now, not a lot of opportunities, but not capitalizing for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, they've had some good looks. We're seeing it, but also just some lackluster execution in other spots too. I mean, passes tipped off of fingertips, barely, ball not rolling the way you want it to. But they got to find a better way to execute better, play cleaner basketball if you're going to come away with this victory today, because, again, a 28-8 20-point deficit has been walked all the way down to a single bucket.
44-42, 15:34 left. PD Norris, Craig Green. The first game of the day, it was Louisburg Hurricanes fell against Catawba Valley, the Lady Hurricanes, 56-50. Great game. That game was a great game also.
It was a really good game, but the Hurricanes let it get away from them at the end. I won't say they had it won or anything like that, but they were in the game at the end. But the problem for them was execution in the final couple of minutes. They allowed the Yetis the Yetis played better basketball. They ended up taking the victory with them all the way back home.
One possession game. Guilford Tech trails 44-42, 15:35 left. And they'll have the ball coming out of the media timeout.
Marsh inbounding, and he'll probably be looking right here for Deshaun Ross as he's in the backcourt with him.
See how Louisburg comes out on defense here.
Looks like man-to-man right now, but they could switch to a matchup zone very quickly.
Alley-oops it and a two-handed slam for Jordan Weaver.
Jordan Weaver was way above the rim, PD. Way above the rim.
That's our first tie. They're trying to answer back. Was Nehemiah McDonald. And Marcus Robinson from Asheboro, North Carolina, for Southwest Randolph High School with the foul.
Then Hurricanes come out and turn it over. Too many empty possessions. That's why this game is tied.
15 minutes left.
Can't even blame it on the threes anymore, PD. It's just been, that's what got them back in the game in the first half. Here in the second half, it's just much better execution.
Guilford Tech on a 10-4 run to open up. 10-6. To open up the second half. Nice pass to Jordan Weaver for a two-handed slam. Jordan Weaver, 2 dunks, and Guilford Tech with a 2-point lead.
And that 20-point lead has been officially erased.
Malachi McLean couldn't hit the bottom of the net right now if life depended on it.
Another empty possession for the Hurricanes, 1 and out. You can hear Ray Hartsfield, the assistant coach over here next to me on my right, saying 1 shot. That means get them out of here on 1 take, and that's it. Foul on McLean.
That's his second. Here in opening 6 minutes. Ross taken to the hole and missing, and Marsh for 3, no, short. McDonald with the rebound. Rita Smith over to Bridges, and Bridges looking for some help. No one moving off the ball but Bridges. He stakes it straight to the hole.
I think Marsh took a shot to the face. Actually, correction, that wasn't Marsh, that was Robertson took a shot to the face. But they're going to call the foul on the floor.
.53 left, 20 seconds on the shot clock as they get it into Braden Smith. Need to run some offensive plays, baseline for Bridges, and they don't want him to get heated up.
No, you don't, but that's the shot that the Hurricanes needed because, you definitely weren't feeling very good about where you were sitting. Looking up at the scoreboard, being down by 2 after being up by 20.
Nice take by Ross, couldn't connect. And an interception pass by Marsh. Ahead to Ross. And Ross draws the foul.
Give that one to Smith. Free throws coming for as well.
46 all. 13-16 left.
Deshaun Ross, a 62% free throw shooter, averaging 11 points on the season.
A lot of hot moments for Ross today. The sophomore out of Greensboro makes the first. Makes both. 2-point lead, Guilford Tech.
Hard to believe we're saying that.
Nehemiah McDonald on the right wing. Need to run some offensive plays and stop shooting quick. Bridges. Back out. Head fakes the shot. Leaner. Yes.
That time looked like McLean was under control. Got the defender up in the air, was able to stay on that pivot foot, put the little floater up and sink it.
Weaver with the screen and find Marsh. Ford in trouble, triple team. Someone was open. Ford takes Booker straight to the hole for two.
You know what, though? You got to give it up to Booker. Xander Booker played really good defense. Ford just made a really tough shot. And now Ford is starting to grow into this game, Pete. He's got 10 points.
Had two at the break. Nehemiah McDonald looking for someone to go baseline. Finds Malachi McLean, and he misses. As Rivers will be at the table to check in.
I didn't think that was a very good shot. Felt like that one was kind of rushed.
As he pushes off and knows he pushed off, the officials didn't get the call right.
No call. Got to just keep on playing. And now they're clearing it out for RJ here.
RJ drives, stops from 18 and air ball. And Rivers will check in. And we got a timeout, 11:22 left. We're going to take it with him. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena, 50-48. The Louisburg Hurricanes trail the Guilford Tech Titans. Petey Norris, Craig Green here. It's been a crazy game, I can say.
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, we saw a 20-point lead, walk down to 4, and now turned into a 2-point deficit. So it's, not where you want to be, but you still got plenty of time to right the ship and get right and stand on business and win this game.
Guilford Tech coming out, moving off the ball. Great movement as they feed Ford. Ford stops mid-range and flushes it home.
Tell you what, again, cannot let Deuce Ford grow into this ball game. Already 8 points in the second half.
12 tonight for Ford. Bridges drive and splits the defender. Whistle blows. Take a look at Bridges tonight. Take to the hole. Bridges drive and splits the defender. Whistle blows. Shots.
Yeah, give that foul to Weaver.
It's 52-48.
And Weaver, that's his third.
$53-49. Correction, 52. 49.
And now RJ up to 16 points. Might need 16 more to pull this one out. We're midway through the second half.
Look at Coach Bagwell over here trying to coach for the sideline, waiting for someone on the defense to collapse. No one collapsing, which gave Ross the lane to the bucket.
Titans just executing better right now than Louisburg. I mean, that's pretty much what it comes down to. Hurricanes been going one and out a lot.
Booker follows his shot up off the miss and picks up 2.
Yeah, that's what you need right there. Xander Booker with another putback follow.
There's Breda Smith to the line, and he misses his first shot. Rogers from 3.
That's a turnover you needed.
Rivers and Malachi. Malachi and McLean for 3. No. Nehemiah McDonald with the putback, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
And you can give that foul to Weaver as well. I've got Weaver for 4 here. And what I've seen is the law firm of McDonald and Booker here, they are getting after it on the offensive side of the board. It's a second possession back-to-back where they've been able to create a second chance.
Makes the first.
McDonald averaging 65% from the line.
Confirmed, that's Weaver's 3rd. Nehemiah McDonald makes both of them. We're tied once again at 54.
A lot of ball game left to play. We're right back where we started, though. It's 0-0.
Deshaun Ross looking for the foul as he's trying to throw his body. Take a Booker to the hole and loses the ball. Bodies fly. Here come Marsh with the loose ball and a runner, and Marsh will go to the line to shoot 2.
Kalen Marsh has been giving some issues for the Hurricanes as well. That time the foul is called and he's going to go to the line for 2.
Breda Smith picking up that foul for the Hurricanes. Marsh makes the first of 2.
Marsh is an 85% free throw shooter. So you can't expect guys like him to miss in these moments.
56-54. Rivers for 3, nothing but nylon for top of the key.
Smith thought about the 3. Rivers said, I'll take it. Knocks it down, and now the Hurricanes back up by a singleton.
See how the defense, but trying to answer back. Rogers, long rebound. Marsh, he'll put it back up, wraps around the rim, and right in the hands of Braden Smith.
Survived that. 2 chances for the Titans, and they get nothing.
Titans are trying to quiet the crowd with 2 opportunities. .13 on the shot clock. Hurricanes need to run and play as high post to Booker, and Booker shots blocked. Ross splits defenders, goes up, and he is fouled, and he'll shoot 2. Not sure who they'll give the call to on that one.
Could have been Booker, could have been Chambers.
We'll take a look at it. Splits defenders, goes up, and he is fouled, and he'll shoot 2 by 3 Hurricanes. Not sure who they'll give the call to on that one.
To a Braden Smith.
Breda Smith with the foul. We're going to take it with him. Media timeouts. You're listening and watching Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it.
Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Petey Norris, Craig Green here. Louisburg Sports Network, 57-56. Louisburg with a Singleton leading away at the 8-minute mark. So Ross will shoot 2 as he was mauled by 3 Hurricanes as he come ashore.
Ross from the free throw line, as we pointed out earlier, 62% free throw shooter, and he totally misses the first. Made a pair early in the second half.
Goes 50% on that trip and ties us up at 57.
Got McDonald and Vukvedic coming back to the table here, going to give the Hurricanes some size down low. Got to wonder if it's for Chambers and possibly Booker.
Malachi puts it up, looking for some help from Booker. Booker doesn't see him throwing it up to him.
McLean is, today not taking some of the best shots I've seen him take. Feels like he's forcing some of the action a little bit here. As Deuce Ford knocks down another one, and he's up to 14 points in the game.
Ford looking for some help from the official. Couldn't get a call. Back to a 2-point lead, Titan. Titans' biggest leads, too. Biggest lead for the Hurricanes, 20. That's correct, 20. Malachi McLean with 8 seconds. Over to Chambers with 5. Chambers splits the defenders, forces up a shot, and it goes.
Zion Chambers. That was a big, big basket. They don't always have to be pretty and look pretty. They just have to go in. They all count the same.
That's almost as big as I was. Ross, Rogers for 3.
That was a bullet dodged right there.
Because the way he hit 5 in the first half, he hasn't hit nothing in the second. Malachi, why is he taking it and forcing up a shot? Give the ball up.
Well, Bagwell yelling at the official, wondering where the call was.
And Ford stepping on the sideline. Turns it over.
And Chris Riddle having a talk with Brian Bagwell. I think he's trying to tell him to simmer down a little bit, as he growled at the official. And there's no call on the layup attempt by McLean, but McLean was out of control in all fairness.
Tied at 59 with 6:11 left. Luke Vettis setting a high screen. Clearing out the traffic for McDonald, and McDonald misses the turnaround shot. Ford forces one to the corner for wide open 3, and right there, Marsh all alone for 3.
And Keelan Marsh again knocking down another triple. That's his second, actually his third of the ballgame. Fourth of the ballgame.
McLean drives, dishes it off to Luke Vetich, and he misses the easy
Good pass, too, by McLean to find Vedich. Vedich just couldn't finish. Let's see the big man just jump up and dunk the ball.
Roger steps in from the head fake and nets at home.
Long two.
Big lead, biggest lead for Guilford Tech. It's 5. We stand at 64-59 with 5:11 left. You could tell he wasn't set and ready for that as Bridges forces up the 3.
Entering the danger zone right now. Louisburg is in serious jeopardy of this game escaping them and losing this game. The momentum clearly on the side of the team in green. Foul right there on McLean. But Booker just came out, now he's going back in. And here comes McLean out as well. And Vukvedich. Actually, check that. McLean staying in, just talking with Coach Bagwell. Got a 1-and-1 at the line, PD, and
makes
Rogers,
the first.
Yeah, Rogers knocked down the first. He's up to 18 points in this game. A player who averages, now make it 19, he averages 5.7 points a game, folks. He's at 19.
7-point lead, biggest lead for Guilford Tech tonight. Breda Smith for 3. Had a nice look, catch, and release.
Needed that. I mean, again, a 20-point lead has been turned into a 4-point deficit. And then how do you let Ross walk right in and lay it up?
I mean, Malachi McLean had to do that. He's next foul, he's out. 68-62.
Block from behind, too. That time, Weaver showing his athleticism.
I have a media timeout, 68-62. Guilford Tech with just 3 minutes and 50 seconds away from their biggest comeback this season, down by 20 in the first half, to lead in this game right here at Louisburg, 68-62.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Today's game is welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. 68-62. Guilford Tech leads Louisburg on Louisburg Sports Network. PD Doors, Craig Green. Louisburg could be in trouble here with just 3:50 left, Craig, down by 6.
It's a really big game, too. Really important for the Region 10 standings. Again, Louisburg, with a win right now, would put themselves in third above Pitt Community College, but they're in danger of losing this game after leading for basically the entire time. And we talked about people growing into the game. Deuce Ford now up to 16 points, 12 in the second half. And there's the three by R.J. Bridges. That's what you need. Got to shoot your way back into this contest. And R.J. up to 19 points.
They shot their way out of the 20-point deficit. You got to do the same thing here in the second half, only down by 5. Force them forwards, trying to get around Booker. Booker, great defense.
Oh, there you go.
And a turnover.
Got to do all the little things right.
Malachi McLean beats Ross across the timeline. 3 minutes left. Booker on the right wing, left wing. Booker drives. Left elbow shot. No one down low, but the Titans as Jordan Weaver pulls down the rebound. Coming up empty just like them, Craig.
Trust me, if Louisburg loses this game, they're going to wonder what could have been. And what it is right now is Rogers again for 3.
Bridges, reverse layup, hits the floor, doesn't get the call, but wow.
It has been that kind of afternoon for the Louisburg Hurricanes.
Take a look at that. Doesn't get the call, the layup. Plenty of opportunities as we got a jump ball.
It has
and
been
stays
that
right
kind
with
of afternoon for the Louisburg Hurricanes. You need a bucket in the worst way here. Any variety, 2 or 3.
2:15 left, and they get it into Malachi McLean with 18 on the shot clock. McLean steps back, arches up a 3, and it goes right in the hands of Rogers, who has hurt you himself.
McLean is really pressing hard here, trying to bring the Hurricanes back, playing a little, dare I say, maybe playing a little hero ball here. That was a really ill-advised shot. The shot clock was not winding down.
Guilford Tech just trying to, play a little catch away, and, we got a trip.
I believe he called the foul on McLean. Trying to get clarification. There was a whistle. Was there a foul or was it a timeout called?
Clarification from the official. It was a charge timeout to Guilford Tech, but now we're in immediate timeout. 73-65, 1:45 left. We know what Coach Chandler's drawing up. He's drew up one heck of a comeback. What is Coach Bagwell doing?
He's hoping for better execution from his team. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, PD. They have not executed in the moments. We've seen some poor shots taken. We've seen passes missed. We've seen 1 and out on possessions. We've seen the layups missed, errant passes, and really on top of that, just some hot shooting from the Titans as well, too. They're knocking down the threes that the Hurricanes are not. You've also let a player who averages 5 points a game come into your gym and drop 22 on you.
73-65. It's been a Ford and a Rogers show here in this contest, as Ross is picked up by Bridges. Bridges will take it himself as he lays it up. And we got a timeout. Coach Bagwell, he calls a timeout. 73-67, 134 left. It's going to be burning the timeouts right here. Every possession you can get and get a bucket and stop them and set up a full court press. and try to get them to turn the ball over, that's what you're going to be trying to do.
That steal and layup was really big, PD, because now you're back to a 2-possession game. And, taking a risk here, putting Malachi McClain on the floor with 4 fouls, knowing you got to play defense. So right now, it's got to be clean defense here. You cannot afford to give up any points whatsoever. You've got 94 seconds left in this game. You've got 6 points to make up. And the way and the trend of this second half has not shown your ability to be able to overcome your mistakes.
With Davis and Davie ahead in the conference at 9-0, Brian and Stratton sets at 7-2. Pitt and Louisburg just tied, both at 4-3. This game means a lot for the Hurricanes, but you fall to Guilford Tech. You just catching yourself in catch-up. Got him trapped off in the backcourt. We're going to turnover. Bridges and one. We're going to get another look at that one, Craig, as we take it to the replay for the Hurricanes, but you fall to Guilford Tech. And a turnover. Catch up. As we can see, Bridges off in the backcourt. Get a turnover. Bridges and one. And that's we're going to get another. Looking for 6 straight points for Bridges.
Trapped him in the corner. Nowhere to go. RJ uses those strong hands. Pulls the ball right out of the hands of the ball handler. Gets the layup to go. And the free throw to go with it. 24 points for RJ Bridges.
73-70 Titans.
And now you're right back to a 1-possession game. And you lost only 6 seconds off the clock.
Trap them off. They'll try to get the ball across the timeline, and they do. Weaver will slam a hole for the Titans.
Problem with that was you didn't get back defensively after you trapped. And Weaver with his 3rd dunk.
And a 3 by who else? But if you leave him alone, Bridges will make you pay, and he'll make you take the bridge home on that 3, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take you to it right now. All alone. And a 3. There it is. By who else? Bridges off the left. But if you leave him alone, and this game is far from over with a 1-possession lead, 75-73.
RJ Bridges here in the final minute or so in this second half has just come alive. A big bucket with the N1, then comes out and knocks down the triple. Here we are, we're sitting at a 2-point contest. Again, maybe 28 seconds ago, PD, the Hurricanes were down by 8. Now they're down by just a single 2-point bucket here with 66 seconds to go. And again, plenty of time left in this contest. Can the Hurricanes complete the comeback? I cannot believe we're saying this after they're being up by 20 and talking about them being almost down by double digits here in the second half, and now looking to make a comeback here. And they're 2 points away from leveling this matchup. Are they going to continue this full court press?
They have to come out in this full court press and try to trap them off and get him in the corner, but they'll watch that and drop back in defense now.
Wisely done. No need to press right now. Press at half court. Look at that.
And a turnover. And it stays right with Louisburg.
Malachi McClain, that's, not picking on the young man, but that's the best play he's made the last 10 minutes of the ball game. He's been trying really hard to shoot his way back into this contest and put Louisburg in front. He's taking some ill-advised shots, but that right there was a fantastic play by Malachi McClain.
Stepping right in the passing lane. You don't need a 3, but a 3 will be great. A 2 will be even better. Bridges. And one! And one! We have to see that again. You don't need a 3. Bridges with 9 straight points. 2 will be even better. Here it is. Bridges. Step back. Foul. And one! You can't ask for nothing better than that. Bridges.
The cardinal sin, you don't foul a 3-point shooter. And that's exactly what happened. Here comes Cade to sit down on the bench. RJ Bridges now up to 30 points.
And the crowd is in it. The momentum switched. And Bridges, 10 straight points.
I'm running out of room on the score sheet for RJ.
And then we got a turnover.
Unbelievable. And 1,000 points for R.J. Bridges. We see the sign here in the crowd. 1,000 for R.J. in his college career. Congratulations.
Bridges had to take over. And right now, Bridges has to be our player of the game with 40 seconds left.
Now you're in a spot where they have to foul you, and there's the foul given right there by Ross.
It's been the Bridges show. The bridge come through.
The bridge is not over. It's just getting started.
The bridge found land to connect to.
I tried to make a Boogie Down Productions reference there, but I don't know how many of our listeners would get it. But looks like we are set for free throws here. Should be 1-1 for Malachi McLean. McLean, a 63% free throw shooter, averaging 16.6 points a game. McLean on the day, Pete, he's at 11.
Malachi McLean makes the first.
And that's a big free throw, too. It's a three-point game, and now a 4-point game.
15 points in the second half by Bridges. 10 in the last minute and a half, and Rogers puts up an air ball.
Big rebound that time by Smith, and then a foul by Ross. So now more free throws, 1-1 this time for Braden Smith. This critical free throws right now by Braden Smith, PD. Braden is only a 40% free throw shooter on the season.
One will put it at, quite couldn't say a dagger, but he makes the first. This game is quite not academic yet, Craig, but we thought it was academic in the first half.
Sure did, but then, hey, Guilford Tech showed me something today. That they have the dogs, they have the ability, and they have the players. And this is breaking down to what has been a really great game. Braden Smith knocks down the second one, Peter. He's up to 11.
81-75. We're going to take it with him. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has Mama.
Today's game is 81-75, 22-9 run in the last 4 minutes and 26 seconds, Craig. At the 4:50 mark at the media timeout, it was 66 Guilford Tech, 59 Louisburg Hurricanes. Right now it's 81-75 with just 26 seconds left.
Yeah, I feel like in the last minute and 8 seconds, if I'm not mistaken, PD, with 1:34 on the clock, I thought it was, just like you said, a 7-point advantage for Guilford Tech. Oh, how things have changed. A 13-point swing in 1 minute and change.
I tell you, it's been the Bridges show as he connects Bridges and gets another steal.
Almost.
But they get it back. Forcing up a three for the left wing, wraps around the rim, and Nehemiah McDonald seals the deal as they push it ahead. Bridges puts it on a statement. Bridges with the statement game.
Tell you what, R.J. Bridges was the man here in the second half for the Hurricanes. And that dunk was the dagger, and that right there, they're going to count the bucket on the layup, on the goaltending. Count the bucket for Ross. But R.J. Bridges, PD, 23 points in the second half, 33 on the game. Far and away our player of the game.
And that will take us to the final score from Louisburg. The Louisburg Hurricanes, 83, and the Guilford Tech Titans, 77. We'll be back with final stats and closing remarks in today's performance by the Louisburg Hurricanes.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it.
Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. PD Norris, Craig Green. Final score, Louisburg Hurricanes 83. The Guilford Tech Titans 77. Craig, wow.
Unbelievable comeback in the final minute and a half of this contest. R.J. Bridges, the man, PD. He came out here and just completely took over, and what a fantastic, I can't believe we're saying it's a comeback win for the Hurricanes after they came out like gangbusters in the first half. They finished the second half the same way they started the first, and that was just lighting up the Titans.
Yeah, Craig, take a look at the first half. The first 9 minutes, it was a 20-point lead for the Hurricanes. They were up 28-8 at the 11:32 mark in the first half. The final 9 minutes, Guilford Tech took one basket at a time, empty trips, forcing up a lot of threes. Louisburg was, and not able to connect. And then at halftime, it's 38-34, and then Guilford Tech gets the first bucket out of halftime, and they took their first lead. They took their first lead at the 15-20 mark, 45-44. And then they pretty much held the lead all the way till 2-something left.
Yeah, it was, we said it really became anybody's game in the second half. And I don't know, it kind of felt like the writing was on the wall for the Hurricanes. With about a minute and a half to go, they're down by 7, down by 8. And, they got the 3 from Bridges. Then they get the end one from Bridges, and then all of a sudden he just lights a fire in the final 10 minutes, PD, of the second half. Not the entire second half, just the final 10 minutes of the second half. R.J. Bridges scored 17 points in the final 10 minutes 23 on the second half on its own, 33 for the game, 17 of those in the final 10 minutes of this game. He saved the bacon for the Louisburg Hurricanes today.
And, all that does for Louisburg, it really pushes them ahead. Now they can, they still have to play Pitt coming up, but right now they're 5-3. Pitt is 4-3. Guilford Tech falls to Region 10 play to 4-6.
And that'll put Louisburg in the top 3 now because Pitt is off today. So, again, Louisburg goes ahead of them with a 5-3 record, 9-8 overall. And on top of that, PD, they're streaking now. It's a 3-game win streak, 4 of the last 5 games won by the Hurricanes, looking to build momentum against Bryan and Stratton in a couple of days.
83-77 your final score. Your player of the game tonight. I mean, it can't be much harder than what Craig said right there. The player of the game, R.J. Bridges, 33 points, 22 of those in the second half, 17 of them in the final 10 minutes.
Whew.
Craig, you got the rest of the box scores for us tonight.
After R.J. Bridges, the leading scorer behind that, Malachi McLean, 13 points, Braden Smith, 11, Nehemiah McDonald with 10. Then you had 6 apiece from Rivers and Booker as well. On the other side for Guilford Tech, they were led in scoring today. They had 16 points from Ford. They had 15 points from Rogers as well. 22 points from Rogers. You had 15 points from Marsh. Marsh had 15, 22 from Rogers, and then Weaver chipped in with 8.
But the first half it was definitely the Nikel Rogers show. He had 5 threes in the first half, and like we said, on his third 3, that he averages 6 points per game. Tonight he finished with 22. You can't take nothing from none of the Titans. As Ford tried to get going in that second half. He picked up some points. Finished the day with 16. Had 4 in the first half. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, he had 12 in the second half. So he started growing into the game. I mean, Guilford Tech had 4 players in double figures. Again, led by Rogers in his hot shooting. And he hit a big 3 in the second half here, and that we thought that was going to be, possibly the dagger, and it felt like, Louisburg was going to lose both games of this doubleheader today. But, again, credit to R.J. Bridges, credit to give credit to Brian Bagwell and the entire team, for galvanizing, rallying around it, and coming through with the victory. Once again, 3 in a row for the Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes' next couple games are on the road. Wednesday, they'll be at Bryan and Stratton, and then the next Saturday, they'll be at Quattaba Valley. On behalf of Lewisburg Sports Network, along with the NJCAA, we would like to thank you, the fans, coaches, student athletes, for making this a memorable and special game tonight. A special thanks to my colleague, Craig Green, on color commentating, our producer back in the studio. The final score from Lewisburg, the Lewisburg Hurricanes 83, and the Guilford Tech Titans 77. Always remember, peace, patience, confidence, and trust. Good things take time. Tonight's game presented by High Level Media. Good night and God bless.